Hi guys and welcome. My name is Nicole and I am the Education Coordinator at Shark Spotters, a safety, education, research and conservation organization based in Cape Town, False Bay. In this video, I'll be reading you a story. The title of the story is Nicole in the Surf is My Turf. It was written by Linda Fellows and illustrated by Teresa Acker. At the end of the story, I would like you to answer a few questions and do a book review. Let's get started. You can read along. Nicole in the Surf is My Turf by Lulu and T. Nicole's a great white. She has quite a physique. She's strong, she's fast, she's stylish, she's sleek. Teeth she has lots of, an endless supply. She'll never run out like you or I. She's incredibly proud as she rules the sea. She's been top of the food chain for eternity. Nicole likes exploring and she'll think on a whim. I'll head for Perth, I need a good swim. It won't take long, just 3 months and a bit. For me it's no problem. I'm young, I am fit. Without compass or map, she'll head into the blue. How she does that, I don't have a clue. But she gets there quite quickly, without baggage or fuss, then heads back to Cape Town, back home to us. Great whites are quite lonely and misunderstood. We're crazy to think that we're their favorite food. They live in the sea, we live on the land. It's not all that hard to understand. They much prefer seal or stingray or fish. Let's face it, we're just not their favorite dish. Sometimes when hunting, you'll see them breach, but they usually do this far away from the beach. They'll shoot out of the water from deep down below, and I have to say it's an incredible show. The sun was bright and the tide was out. There were plenty of seagulls flying about. Harry the fisherman was high on the hill. He was sitting and watching with Shark Spotter Bull. They sit there and score the sea with binocs and chat via radio with their mates on the rocks. Now, if you see fish, there'll be sharks there too, because sharks and fish is just what they do. At last, Harry spotted a shoal coming in, and lo and behold, right behind was a fin. Bull radio down, there's a shark near the surf. Swap the flag to it fast, get people out of its turf. Harry, meanwhile, was directing the fishing. This was a big shoal he couldn't be missing. The fishermen dashed to their boats on the sand, and floated them fast. They all gave a hand. They watched for the signals from Harry high up on the hill. They rowed out with speed, they rowed out with skill. When he blew on his horn, they threw in their net, then circled the fish, wondering what they would get. Nicole was out hunting and she'd smelt the fish. She'd have a quick snack. It was her favorite dish. It's time for lunch, Nicole thought with a grin. I'll swim deep down so they won't see my fin. I'd like to surprise them to give them a fright. I have a name to live up to. Why? I'm the Great White. She'd always been told to wash out in the surf, for nets for boats while cruising her turf, especially on days when the wind was still, but she was distracted that day until she felt the net tighten and she thought, oh blow, I'm caught in a trick net. Oh dear, oh no. I need to get out. I need to be free. Look, all the fish are laughing at me. I surprised the school and now I'm stuck. This is dreadful. It's shocking. What rotten luck. Look where greed's got me. Nicole was distraught. I should have listened to what I'd been taught. How did this happen? How could this be? Surely this can't be the end of me. The fishermen pulled as they dragged the net in. It was then at last that they spotted her fin. Great whites are protected and you're breaking the law if you kill them for food for their fins or their jaw. Good grief, they exclaimed. We've caught a great white. We must let her go. We must do what is right. As they opened their net, their whole catch swam free. Nicole said, you fish were lucky to get caught with me. Lucky for us, Harry's a good guy. That was a close shave. We were nearly fished by. Nicole thought she'd try to make amends. Perhaps she and the fish could all be friends. The fish were relieved, but what should they do? Being friends with a great white seemed too good to be true. The fish thanked Nicole and darted away. She felt quite tired. It had been a long day. She yawned as she thought, I've had quite a scare. I'll head for Seal Island and have supper there. With a flick of her tail, she cruised into the deep, where jellyfish drift and starfish sleep. The end. I would like you guys to sing along the song with me.
Who wants to sing a tribute to the great white shark?
We do!
I really like spontaneous songs.
Living out here, the breeze is breezy, the water is wet, and the fishing is easy for our favorite dishes.
For our favorite dishes.
The octopi and the fishes.
Octopi and the fishes.
We're all linked together in the food chain of life, with the plants at the bottom up to the great white with its great big jaws.
With its great big jaws.
That deserve applause.
That deserve applause.
The great white shark. Sing your praises to the great white shark. Lift your faces for the great white shark. The great white makes our food chain complete, so we can all have enough food to eat. Oh, seals and sea lions hate to be eaten, but if it ever happens, at least we know the reason. We're made of blubber.
We're made of blubber.
And the sharks are blubber lovers.
And the sharks are blubber lovers.
Every living thing is important in the ocean. To keep it in balance is a complicated potion. We need each link.
We need each link.
Or the chain will sink.
Or the chain
That's
will
why
sink.
we need the great white shark. Sing your praises to the great white shark. Lift your faces for the great white shark. Bro Studios.
So now that we have finished reading the story and sang an amazing song, I would like you to do the following. For vocabulary, I would like you to find the following words in your dictionary and write down the meaning of each of them. Physique, sleek, eternity, worm, distraught, and amends. I would also like you to answer the following questions. Where does Nicole travel to? What type of predator is Nicole and all other great white sharks? Do you know what shark spotters is? Nicole gets caught in something. What was it? We've caught a great white. We must let her go. We must do what is right. Why is letting her go the right thing to do? Can you name a few other animals that can be seen in the book? What is your favorite part of the story? For your book review, what is a book review? A book review is your view or opinion on a book that you have read. You will use the following format to write your book review. You will write down the title of the book. You will write down who the author is, the person who wrote the book. You will write down who the illustrator is, the person who drew the pictures. You will write down who reviewed the book, which is your name. You will write down the date. You will also include the characters, so who is in the story. You will write down the settings, where the story is taking place. You will write down what happens in the beginning of the story, in the middle of the story, and at the end of the story. You will also include a conclusion and state whether you liked or disliked the book and why. And you will also say if you would recommend this book, why or why not. I hope you enjoy the activities. Nicole in the Surface Matter is only one of a few books that are available in this series. There are a few other books available, and if you are interested in them, please let me know at nicole@sharkspotters.org.za. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it.